So, hi guys, there we go. Hey, so I still have to finish flight preparations. Let me see. Chart viewer. Okay, let me quickly print the charts. Then we do a briefing and we go. Cool. So, print 2 per page. That's cool. And then we go to Leipzig. We said we will be arriving via what waypoint? We arrive, Luxembourg. Luxembourg 1 Victor or what? Yeah, we have Luxembourg, yeah. Then airport, parking stands, blah blah blah. And then ILS 26 left and 26 right. We print those charts. And we're getting there, finally. Oh yeah, we're flying a really old school Kingair. Actually this is a Freeware, no, it's the Kingair that we have used before in the past. Oh, wrong button. We have used that one before. Oh look, somebody else is arriving. Citation 10. Probably it's a Citation Jet, but the only citation I have in my aircraft model set to display the aircraft of other players is a Citation 10. So that's the closest to what it is. Alright, so let's close that door already before we forget about it. And before we switch on the systems, I quickly have to rename those PDF files with their ICAO codes, EDDB and EDDP PDF, and I have to place them into the charts folder so they will be available in our EFB here in the cockpit. Done. Oh, that was the wrong button. There we go. Now, let's have a look. Battery, external power. That's the gear. I think this is the gear switch. Yeah. Then we can switch on the avionics and the GPS. There we go. I haven't flown this plane in a while, so I really have to remember all those assignments on my yoke. Oh yeah, no. Flying doors closed is better than flying doors open. Oh yeah, we need to as well. Here, EFIS, power on, yep. Elevator trim, rudder boost, and flight director. We will need that later on. And we can always select, oh no we can't, we still have to select something else, but we will do that later on. Now, we need to get our flight plan from the menu. No, I'm on the wrong, I have to go here, yeah, okay, that was it. Come on, there we go. Zack. Berlin to Leipzig, enter, and it should be loaded. Procedure, select departure. Yep, enter. And we will be departing via Lure or something, so we have to wait for ATC to provide us with our clearance. We do that later on. And we need the ATIS frequency 12377. And I need my scribble paper. Where is my scribble sheet? I have to get a new one. A fresh one. Come on, come to me. There we go. So we are Delta India Lima Delta Oscar. The registration is real. No, I don't. No. This is my kneeboard. Yeah. Even in my plane at work, we don't have a kneeboard. We do have, though we do have a clipboard. Yeah, but hey, the registration does exist. You can look for it on the internet. It's in the real world. It is a Piper Cheyenne, but it does exist.
Wind 300 degrees 11 knots. Cav OK. Temperature 2.15 QNH 1002 trend. Nosig Berlin Brandenburg information Alpha.
Alpha.
Out.
But I have regular conversations with supervisors on VATSIM because of that course then.
Time 1850 Zulu. Expect ILS approach runway 25 right or 25 left runways and use 25 left and 25 right. Transition level 70. Wind 300 degrees 11 knots. Cav OK. Temperature 2.15 QNH 1002 trend. Nosig Berlin.
So QNH 1002.
Out.
What is this? I don't want to memorize anything. Okay, now it works. So we want to listen to COM1 and we want to talk on COM1. So this is the microphone switch and these are the headset switches. Now we need the ground that's delivery actually, 121.6. 121.6 transfer and ground. There's A ground and N ground. Probably N ground. 1295.
Schönen guten Abend. Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot Golf.
Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Ah ja, these are my switches. Berlin delivery, guten Abend, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar. Information Alpha, request starting clearance.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, Berlin delivery, guten Abend. Standby, controller change the progress.
Okay. So obviously we have Alpha and runway 25 in use. This is the departure. These are departures for runway 07, so we don't want that. Next chart. And this is as well 07. Here, this is 25 from runway 25 left. And there's another one from 25 right. Okay, that's going to be a big detour. But such is life, and maybe we got a shortcut. What we definitely can set is the Berlin-Brandenburg VOR at the field, 14.1. Oh yeah, transponder still standby. 14.1. And we do the same over here, just to have something on our screens. And well, so we're expecting the Luros 1 Alpha or 1 Charlie departure. This one, the short one, or the even shorter one. So Luros 1 Charlie is the shortest one, 1 Alpha is the medium long one, and 1 Mike would be the longest one. I hope we get the shortest one. And just for your reference, this is Berlin-Brandenburg Airport. This is 25 left, 25 right, and we are parked here on Apron 4. That's the General Aviation Terminal. Actually, I was there in the real world a couple of days ago with my Falcon, and we departed from Lima 6. So I guess we're gonna as well depart from Lima 6. Runway course is 245. And let's dial in some frequencies. In case of an emergency return, we take the ILS 25 right, and that will be frequency 109.9. BER, yeah? Berlin, the new Berlin airport. 9.9. Just in case. of a hot return. Okay, how is this done here? Oh, we need to switch on the lights actually.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar Berlin delivery.
Yeah, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, go ahead.
Delta Delta Oscar, you ready to copy your IFA clearance?
IFA.
Okay, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, you are cleared to, startup approved, cleared to destination via Luros 1 Alpha departure, runway 25 right, climb via SID 5,000 feet, flight planned route, squawk 2040.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, start approved, Luros 1 Alpha, climb 5,000 feet and squawk 2040.
Delta Delta Oscar, read back correct, stay on my frequency.
Roger, roger. Cool. Then we can already set the altitude set to 5,000 feet.
Berlin, Freigabe,
Berlin, Freigabe, jawohl.
Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot Golf.
Delta Echo Hotel
And we
Foxtrot
can do
Golf,
that here.
Berlin.
So Luros 1 Alpha, he said, yeah, 1 Alpha.
Delta
So
Echo
we
Hotel
select that
Foxtrot
one.
Golf, Beechcraft Bonanza am Stellplatz der Allgemeinen Luftfahrt.
And so that's the medium long one, not the shortest one, but the medium long one, that's fine.
An Bord.
So let's have a look that we
Ich soll mich nochmal melden.
got the correct route.
Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot Golf, haben Sie bereits eine Freigabe erhalten?
Yeah, they're doing VFR in German. Yeah, Tegel is completely closed now since Monday last week. That was the last day of official operation. But it was still, it had been already, the Tegel airport had been already dormant since for the last 6 months. And they kept it as at an operational backup just in case something happened at the new airport. But now, after half a year, that was over that phase now, and now it's closed. Sad. Cool. So we have here DB 240, 241, yeah, 241, then 242, 243, 244. Gerga, Kinop, Jakov, DB249, yep. And then to Luros. So that looks good, yeah. And load, yes, we loaded it. Oh, that was the wrong button. How do I get? Ah, here. No. I don't want to do that. I want to scroll down, yeah. Okay, so we got that. Cool. Now, I'm a bit slow because I'm not really used to this aircraft. So 2040 set, and we set altitude on, or transponder on, still altitude off. And I wanted to... No, I still can't do that. There must be a reason. And I wanted to... so we have this screen here and we control it. It's not very ergonomic, is it? Oh dear. So arc. The range button is this here, the inner button, and the mode button is here outside. So we take the arc mode. Yeah, there we go. That's the arc mode, and you see all the targets here, but we have to zoom in a little bit. It's not very ergonomic. I wish there was some kind of virtual panel here. Oh, that's the wrong way. No, it was the right way. It just has a very bad resolution. Yeah, and we need to set course 245. Let's see how we do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Golf position Professor 8 with Alpha request startup for the
167, yeah, well, takes a while.
During 48 Golf, standby number.
So it's a matter of, you have to set and then you have to look back at the screen and check that's correct, yeah. Very annoying. Well, quite annoying. Oh no, they, I think in the airport terminal they kind of changed that now.
Hearings 48 Golf, are you ready to copy your IFA clearance?
AFA.
Ah, there we go.
Hearings 48 Golf, information alpha is correct, startup approved, clear to Düsseldorf.
Ah, that's nicer. Look at that. Now we can see something. All right. Blah blah blah. We did this. We did that.
So it's fine.
We have this. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And okay. It's always an adventure for me to program this flight deck. Yeah, this is already set. Doesn't matter. We set this to on. This is the ignition arm. Anti-air is off. Auto feather is off. Will be armed later on. Okay. So all these lights are hopefully off. Yep, okay, it's fine. And we select here no smoke and flight fasten seatbelts. No smoking sign, and FSB is not. No, FSB is not the Russian Secret Service. It's fasten seatbelts. And the bleed air valves, we will open them only later on after we've started the engines. Cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to as well program this one as a backup. Unfortunately, they are not linked. They're not linked to each other, so can't do much about it, unfortunately. There we go. Pop. Enter. And procedure. Select departure.
Berlin delivery, moin. Easy, 999 Oscar.
Easy 999 Oscar, Berlin
Luros 1 Alpha.
Easy, 999 Oscar. At gate Bravo
Cool.
15 with information Alpha on board, requesting IFR clearance to Düsseldorf.
Yeah, but this is a freeware add-on. Just Flight is not a freeware add-on. It's you have to pay for it. So I expect
yes,
it to
I
work
forgot
there.
that.
And this
1 minute,
one, I
please.
don't expect it to work, to be honest. And we should not forget to set the QNH. They set 1002. I know that you are. Don't worry. It's fine. Someday as well, I will switch to the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Easy, 999 Oscar.
Someday.
Dann sollte jetzt oben sein.
Cool. So I think we did all of that. Oh yeah, we need to probably sync the heading back.
Easy 999 Oscar, I firm, stand
That's
by now.
fine. Well, maybe 5 degrees to the left. Can I just see the screen and still? Yeah, yes I can.
Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot
Ja.
Golf, bitte Rollfreigabe.
Cool.
Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot Golf, zum Rollen rufen Sie Ground oder Rollkontrolle auf 129,5. Tschüss.
Oh, that's the map view.
Rufe Rollkontrolle auf 120,5. Okay, danke schön. Tschüss.
Arc view. Ah,
Delta Foxtrot Golf, das ist 129.
that's what we wanted, I think. Yeah. Alright.
9,5 am Ende. Delta Echo Hotel Foxtrot Golf.
So why can't I select a lateral mode now? Flight director is on, and we want alt select armed,
Easy 999 Oscar, are you ready to copy your IFA clearance?
and
Easy, 999 Oscar. Ready to copy.
no,
Easy 999
probably it will only
Oscar,
work when we
information
have
Alpha
engines
is
running and
correct,
we taxi.
startup approved, clear to Düsseldorf.
We will check it out later on, or when we are born. Oh yeah, I forgot to set the DME here on, power on. There we go. Alright then, let's try to start the engine.
Easy, 999 Oscar. Cleared Düsseldorf, heading 1 November departure.
So we start,
5000.
by the way,
Fly planned routes and Squawk 1000.
okay, we can't see where the ground power is connected. I don't know on the real plane actually where the ground power is connected. Left side or right side? I don't know. So we would start one engine on the ground power, then they would disconnect it, and we start the other engine on the engine generator. So let's just pretend the ground power is on the left side. So we start the right engine first, disconnect the ground power, and then start the left engine using the generator of engine number 2.
15 Bravo, standby, number 1 clearance.
Alright, so we go here to low idle. Would not be my primary consideration, I have to admit. But that's me.
Nach meinem 15 Bravo, are you ready to copy your IFA clearance?
There we
Alpha
go.
Bravo, clear to startup approved, clear to destination via Lumos 1 Alpha departure, climb via set 5,000 feet, flight plan route squawk 2042.
Clear to destination via the Luros
55.
Alpha,
We
departure,
release the
flight
start
is,
button.
5,000 feet and squawk is 2042. Alpha
Yeah, the start was a bit warm, wasn't it?
Alpha 15 Bravo, bring back correct, stay on my frequency.
Roger.
Yeah, well. In the airlines you will see sometimes that that when they switch off one engine before reaching the gate or parking position, it will be the left engine because they want to have that one shut down first because of the door later on to open it.
Gate Bravo 05.
Alright.
Requesting airport clearance to shoulder goal barriers.
I have to go slow here to not over talk. Talk is here. We don't want to over talk the engine.
Berlin delivery, good evening. Information Alpha's current startup approved, clear to shoulder
Cool.
goal via Pole 1 Alpha departure.
Then we
climb via
can...
set 5,000 feet. Flight plan route squawk 1,000.
Oh, looks like the external power is gone already.
Paris via Pole 1 Alpha departure.
Yeah, that went off automatically. Okay, fair enough. Because so far I think I always... Oops! What is going on here? I would say, oops! I didn't realize that I didn't do the checklist to check that the park brake is set. Oops. Well, okay. We do the rest here. Oops.
Delta Lima Delta Oscar, you're still on my frequency.
Yes, I am. Sorry, we taxied without noticing because our park brake was not set.
Alles klar, hab ich nur ein bisschen gewundert.
Wir uns auch. Yeah. Oops. So we get a bit of RPM here, then we select low idle and we do the rest of the start. Yeah, but that ITT goes way too high during the start, I think. 950 degrees is way too much.
Sorry, it was
And start a cutout.
or Povo 1 Papa departure. Thank you. Option side 55, that's Povo 1 Alpha.
Stabilized, so we
right.
can select here high idle.
Affirmative, Povo 1 Alpha, thank you.
And then we go left prop from feather to high RPM. And this time we did not taxi. Inadvertently.
Delivery switched off my radio shop, please.
Alright, let's have a look here for our switches to make sure we did not forget anything. So inverter, we take number 1. Is it even or odd day? It's an odd day, so 1 is correct. Blah blah, generators are... Well, we can reset them. Yeah, we should do that maybe. Yeah, but just a bit. Then it's good. Then prop, arm, auto feather arm. Ignition auto, blah blah, or arm rather. That's good. Oh, I didn't select the... Oh, we need as well nav lights. That would be nice. What are recognition lights? Let's have a look. I have no idea what they call recognition lights. Doesn't matter. And then... oh yeah, we wanted to select the bleed air valves open, and this stays like that. We take off flap 0 and the trim slightly down, I think it was, from our last flights. Well, let's see. So we can quickly, before we go anywhere, we quickly review our taxi route.
To destination via the Povo 1 Papa departure, 25 left, squawk 1000, climb initially 5000 feet, switch to airplane.
The 2 Alpha Mike just confirmed for me that's Povo
Okay,
1
where was the chart?
departure.
In our blind?
Attention now, Povo 1 November departure, full
Because
switch
apron 4 is here. Wasn't there another chart?
Back correct, stay on my frequency.
way we could see this.
Easy, no,
Obviously not.
ready for pushback.
Anyways, we know we are here on apron 4 and we expect to taxi Lima 6 holding point 25 right. And Delta India Lima Delta us ready for taxi.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, for taxi contact ground 129.5, bye.
1295, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, ciao. So. Ground good arm, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, apron 4 ready for taxi.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, Berlin, Bodenkontrolle, guten Abend. Sind Sie in der Lage, über Lima 5 zu starten?
Yeah, we are able Lima 5 or Lima 6, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar.
Delta India
Gute
Lima
Frage.
Delta Oscar.
Good question.
Rollen Sie zur Rollbahneinbindung Piste 2 rechts über Charlie Lima 5.
Okay, taxi holding point runway 25 right, we are Charlie and Lima 5, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar. We are an IFR flight.
Yeah, I noticed that. Sorry.
Yeah, macht nix. So, let's have a quick look. So, he wants us to taxi to Lima 5 via Charlie. So, we taxi out of the apron. We are now here in front of this hangar. So, we make a left turn out, then Lima 6, first left, Charlie, first right, Lima 5. Easy. Let's go back. Back to our departure chart. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what we didn't brief actually is, just to confirm, what is this?
Lima 7.
What is this? Why is there smoke inside? Okay, let's taxi him. I have no clue what's going on here.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar. Hold position, taxi clearance rejected. Contact delivery again on 121.6. He made a mistake with your clearance.
Okay, we hold position and we go back to 1216, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar. Okay, let me quickly fix that. Edit failures. Fix all systems. I have no clue what this is trying to simulate. Is it because of the bleed air? I have no clue. Delivery hello again, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, das tut mir so leid, ich habe dir eine falsche Departure gegeben. Are you ready for your reclearance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, ja, jetzt hätte ich fast, ja egal. Delta Oscar, you are recleared out of Luros 1 Charlie, departure out of 25 right. Climb via set 5,000 feet, rest of clearance unchanged.
Okay, Luros 1 Charlie, 5,000 feet, Delta Oscar, and I guess we go back to ground for taxi.
Yep, back to ground for taxi, and reback is correct, Delta Oscar.
Yeah, ciao.
The 26 power.
Okay, then we have to reset the procedure, departure, come on, enter.
And I'm checking now.
So we got the shorter version of the departure, that's good.
Good evening.
Enter and load, good.
5.
And we do the same on the other one.
Lord 2 Whiskey Sierra Berlin Ground Cliffing taxi entry South by Romeo Alpha Victor.
Procedure, enter, scroll,
Romeo,
Luros,
Alpha
1
Victor,
Charlie,
Sierra.
enter, load.
I so
Right.
85 contact apron 1 just made 5.
Yeah, I fixed the failures and I went to the menu to edit failures. So Luros 1 Charlie, just basically the first part is the same and then we just have this shortcut here to Tuvok and Yakov and then we join the rest again. Cool.
Charlie 1 Lima 8 Lufthansa 264.
So we still have Left. Oh, I know what's going on.
Rollkontrolle, Delta,
Ugh.
Bravo Tango Romeo hat die Piste 25 rechts verlassen.
We should have set fuel pumps on. Man, I'm so stupid.
Delta Tango Romeo, Berlin, Rollkontrolle, guten Abend. Rollen zum Abstellplatz der allgemeinen Luftfahrt
So
über
ignition, fuel crossfeed, yeah.
Lima 6.
Okay. I think that was the reason. Or it may have been the reason. It was simulating something strange there, but well.
Ja.
And Delta India Lima Delta Oscar is ready for taxi.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, standby.
Also die Delta Tango Romeo wollen zum allgemeinen Bereich der Luftfahrt über Delta Lima Tango.
At least it's entertaining. Oh, you can hear my dog dreaming. Woof, 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 woof.
Berlin ground, let's go 458, back to runway 255 intersection Lima 4, and we are ready to go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what that I don't know what this plane was simulating there.
458 Berlin ground, good winning, taxi.
But as you say in Germany, yeah. Who cares?
Turn right into 3, let's go 458.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, are you still able to depart out of Lima 5?
Affirm Delta Delta Oscar.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, taxi to runway section Lima 5, runway 25 right via Charlie Lima 5. Hold short of Charlie and give way to the Lufthansa A319 passing from left to right.
Okay, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, taxi holding point 25 right via Charlie Lima 5, hold short Charlie to give way to Lufthansa Airbus 319 left to right. That was a schwere Geburt. Park brake released, taxi light on. The vibes are getting better. Look, somebody's landing there. Oops, come on. Cool. Oh yeah, and I wanted to look up something here. So the communication procedure is contact Bremen radar when advised by tower. So we stay on frequency.
Ryanair 25 Mike, Berlin ground, good evening, taxi entry south via Romeo Alpha Victor 1.
Hey Tim.
Taxi Romeo Alpha Victor 1, confirm Ryanair 25
Yeah,
Mike.
5 minutes or 4 minutes, we don't know.
Ryanair 25 Mike, affirmative, Romeo Alpha Victor 1, 22.
There is the traffic that we have to give way for. Or 2.
This is the 2 Bravo Foxtrot. Haven't I hand off give you a handoff to the tower on what 0.025?
Yeah. The controller's new. So, then we continue taxi. First left, first right.
26 Bravo, taxi to holding point, runway 25 right via Charlie Lima.
Left clear, right clear.
Firstly, 1.25 left via Charlie Lima 7, Lufthansa 26 Bravo. Let's get 458 at entry north, contact further taxi.
Left 6458, contact April.
What is he doing?
Bye-bye.
Okay, he's holding position.
April on 85, bye-bye, let's get 458. Lot 2 Whiskey Sierra at Victor 1.
Lot 2 Whiskey Sierra, contact April on 185, bye-bye.
121, small at 5, Lot 2 Whiskey Sierra, bye.
Looking at 26 Bravo, contact Tower on 12025, bye-bye.
Tower 120.025, Lufthansa 26 Bravo, bye-bye.
Back on the air. What I love with turboprops is that you can actually simulate the beta mode. That's cool. So at the moment I'm controlling our taxi speed just by moving the propeller angle through my throttles or power levers. Well, they're power levers. Throttle is on a... but this is power control here. look how busy it is here
Runway 25,
in
Mike,
Berlin.
contact April
Look here, all the green
125.
things, these are all aircraft.
April 121,
And look, all the other planes here in the area.
Bye-bye.
That's the radar. These are all planes here parked at the terminal.
75 Charlie Berlin, ground dribbling, taxi entry south via Alpha, Victor 1.
Yeah, this is the radar function of the Swift pilot client. It's really cool. Love it.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, contact tower on 120, das ist eine 025 dabei.
12002, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar. Tschüss. So, and the next frequency, let's have a look. I can show you what we're looking at. Oh, yeah, Berlin landing. Cool. So we're looking at Berlin departure. That's 120.62. So we're gonna set that. Tag und Abend, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar at Lima 5. We are ready. So departure. Check. So we got the trims, the flaps, QNH. We got the nav setting. Or you want to have a look if we can. Can we select heading now? Yes, we can. Actually, we can set nav arm and Alt select arm. Tag und Abend, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, Berlin Tower, hallo.
Ja, Lima 5, we are ready.
Delta Oscar, verstanden. Da sind noch einige Flieger, die abfliegen wollen, hat eine Weile.
Roger. And via IFR, huh? Why do they all want to talk to me in German? Just because I have a German registration? They should talk to me in English. So in Germany, basically, when you fly IFR, no matter what language you speak English on the radio, period. When you fly VFR, you have the option to speak to ATC and other pilots in German. Let's have a look. Who's waiting? These guys are waiting for departure as well, and there are 2 planes. So it shouldn't take too long, actually. Yeah, that's the new Berlin airport. These guys, they just landed and they're still waiting to enter the apron. And probably the same is valid or true for these 2 guys. They're waiting for clearance to enter the apron and to proceed to their parking positions. And this guy's leaving. Now it depends on the country. In Spain and in France, you can as well use local language for IFR operations, but in Germany, no, you can't. And the same is true for Switzerland, definitely. It's IFR is English, period. Austria as well, IFR is English, period. Yeah. As well, it makes sense. Everybody who flies IFR should speak English on radio, because everybody will understand what's going on. It's important to build your mental picture of who was cleared for what, who was where, to probably correct someone, to intervene if somebody made a mistake. And there have been instances, especially in France, where people were cleared for takeoff on a runway, and but they were not supposed to be there, because somebody else had already been cleared to line up further down the runway, and they didn't understand it, because one crew was told cleared for takeoff in French, and the other crew that was lined up or was lining up was talking in English, and they didn't speak French. So that's dangerous. Yeah.
26 Bravo, wind 2000 degrees, 17 knots, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Yeah.
Clear for takeoff, 26, 25 right, Lufthansa 26.
So he was just cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure.
There are 2 more guys on approach.
126 is not
And these guys want to depart as well. Oh yeah, I wanted to dial up the target speed here. How do I do that? I used to know how to do it, but I forgot it again. Oh yeah, here I think I have to select climb. Yeah, here 150 is now the climb target speed. Oh wait, and to change that speed, I have to use here the up and down lever for the autopilot, and that changes my speed. Here you see 154. It's quite cumbersome, and with the same you know kind of switch up and down, or up and down as well. You change your vertical speed as well when you are in a vertical speed mode. At the moment we are in the IIS mode. Well, here it's called climb mode. As well, on my aircraft at work, on the Falcon as well, we don't have a level change mode. Yeah, rocker, exactly, rocker switch, thank you very much. And the Falcon as well, we don't have a level change mode as well. It's called climb because only in climb can we use the IIS mode, level change mode. For descent,
traffic information, EasyJet, A320, final, report traffic inside.
traffic inside on final, on short final, Delta Oscar.
Delta Oscar, behind mentioned traffic, line up and wait, 5 right, and wait behind.
Behind landing, EasyJet, runway 25 right, line up and wait behind, Delta Oscar. Cool. So we set transponder out on. We just changed the mode, check the modes again. We have, but is it in VOR? We should not be in VOR. We want to be in GPS mode. So I think I have to change the mode here. Good that we check it. That's why we check it. So CDI here GPS, and now GPS green. That's really important. I almost just screwed myself up here. Oof.
Alpine 15 bar, line up and wait, 25 right and wait. Number 2 for departure.
Oh, here's the guy.
Line up and wait, 25 for right, number 2.
Okay, then landing lights, strobe lights, and we go. So it's so easy with all these avionics. It's so easy to basically screw yourself. It's so easy. That's why the most important, well, not the most, but one of the most important things before you actually enter the runway or take off in your final review, you check the bloody modes on your screen. Check what you have here, not what you have set here on the panel. That doesn't matter. What you see here, that's the law. This is the law. This is what the plane will do.
Delta Oscar, wind 270 degrees, 17 knots, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 right, cleared takeoff, Delta Oscar. Well done.
Airline 47 Echo Bravo, taxi entry north via Victor Tree, and yeah, that's it.
Entry north via Victor Tree.
And now we set takeoff power, let's go. Yeah, no, when flying glass, you really have to make it a habit. In your takeoff review or departure briefing, before you are ready for departure, or when you're taxiing, check that. Otherwise it will kill you someday. Okay, that speed is fine. Let's try to lift off. Come on. Yeah, we're flying. Gear up selected, yeah. I hit the right switch in the cockpit. I'm proud of myself. Gute Nacht, Kirsten. Schlaf gut. So at the moment I'm still flying outside the flight director because I want to climb a bit steeper. But when we are 1000 above, I will follow it and accelerate to 150 knots. Or 154 rather, which is at the moment. There we go, 1000 above. And you know what? I will become lazy now. And we select autopilot and yaw damper on.
Delta Oscar, departure, 1 to 0 decimal. 425, goodbye.
126425 Delta Delta Oscar, danke, ciao.
915 Bravo, contact. Contact 0, correction 100.
So are we doing the right thing? Looks like, yeah.
053, just telling 09 or so.
Yeah, it's... If you think that you picked up some bad habits, just make sure you get reconditioned correctly. It happens to most people, it's normal. Berlin, guten Abend, Delta, India, Delta, correction, Delta, India, Lima, Delta, Oscar. We are 2,200, climbing 5,000 feet.
Delta, Delta, Oscar, good evening, device, flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, Delta, India, Lima, Delta, Oscar. So now we have to make sure we have Alt select is armed, yeah, we're still in climb mode, that's fine. So now while we are climbing, you will see that the torque will decrease gradually. And we just have to keep adding a bit of power here to keep our climb power. If it's props, it's power, and if it's a jet engine, then it's thrust. And we have been cleared to a level, so we set standard 1013. There we go. And what are we supposed to be able to see here on this one? No, not that. So we go. Let's try the arc mode. No. And the map.
5000, QH 1004, that's it.
Yeah, it's really cumbersome to select this. I don't like that on these Mickey Mouse aircraft. Master caution. What's the master caution? Yeah, we have fuel across feed. Yeah. Well. Do we have enough fuel? Yeah, we have both fuel in the nacelle and as well in the feeder tank, or whatever it is, main tank. No, just don't go over the red line. Of course, the props here, this is because it's a constant speed propeller. Basically, you don't do much. You just stay at 2,200 RPM. That's fine. Schwarzenegger, the governor will take care of the RPM, of the blade angle to keep the RPM constant and stay in limits.
Hello at 115 Bravo at 5,000 feet.
So see, I'm adjusting the torque, I'm adding a bit of power. So we have to watch on these planes, they're not full FADEGA, we have to watch the torque limits, the ITT limits, and later on as well the turbine limits. Here on props, on this one you don't do that now. There are other planes, I think the Dash 8 and these kinds, they are doing that, yeah, for noise abatement, primarily. Let's enjoy Berlin. Here, look, Berlin. It's the new airport. Well, the old and the new airport. That's what I like the lights. Come on, X-Plane is not that bad. I enjoy that. It looks pretty. It looks decent, and it looks for me. Sorry. To me, it looks sufficiently realistic. I have to admit. I know the new Microsoft Flight Simulator is prettier in terms of ground textures and so on in most places. Did he call us? Probably call us. He was here again.
Berlin arrival, guten Abend, Hanseline 556, Opgear 25 right, transition expecting ILS 25 right, information Alpha on board. 115 Bravo, climb flight level 160.
Ah, now we
Climbing flight level 160.
So I was on the right map, yeah. Oops, no.
H21, contact director 121.120, bye-bye.
This is our flight map here.
121.120,
Okay.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Alpha, descent flight level 100.
556 time identified.
Yes, yeah, of course. Below 1,000, make it 5,000 feet.
Descending
5 to 10,000 feet, depending on where you are flying.
Oscar contact Bremen 123 decimal 225, bye-bye.
12322 Delta Oscar, tschüss.
053, decent time.
Bremen, guten Abend, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, flight level 88, climbing level 160.
Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, Bremen, guten Abend, identified. Proceed direct Luros.
Return right direct Luros, Delta India Lima Delta Oscar, danke. So he wants us to go direct Luros, so we have to go to our flight plan list. No, that was the wrong button, clear. I have to push that button here, and I have to... No, it was wrong as well. Oh no, I have to take the outer. And we select Luros, and we say direct to, and we go activate. But it's the wrong Luros, so what we do is now, I will go to this Luros, and we will delete it. Hoping that it will not wipe out both Luros. Yeah, good. Yeah, well, this Kingair is well, it's an old bitch. It's an old aircraft. No, there's no FADEC. But when you talk about citation jets from the last 20 years, probably they all have the FADECs. In those jets, the FADECs are called, they call them EEC. EEC, that's electronic engine control. But in principle, it's the poor man's FADEC.
Chopper Mike, Bremen, hello, identified, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Swiss for Mike.
So we're intercepting the course to Luros. It overshot a little bit, but that's fine. So we can deselect the chart and load Leipzig. Oh yeah. No, that's why I'm disappointed with the Microsoft Flight Simulator, because we have to add some power here. Look at that. So now you see, when I go here, the torque up towards the red line as well. Now as well, our ITT is getting towards the limit, and the turbine is still far away. That's good. So I really have to now watch both the ITT, the inter-turbine temperature, and the torque limits. And finally, there was something I wanted to do. What was it? Oh yeah, level 100, we select landing lights off. We can allow the punters walk a little bit around.
Bremen radar.
In our very spacious cabin.
Bravo, climbing through flight level 110 for 130.
115 Bravo, Bremen, hello, identified, climb flight level 310.
Climbing flight level 310, Alpine 15 Bravo.
So there's still an ATIS in Leipzig, so there may be still somebody online for us. Let's see the frequency, well, I can tell you here and show you as well. So here you see EDDP ATIS 123.905. 123.905.
Swiss 966, contact being arrival 126.425, goodbye.
Leipzig Halley information with Foxtrot.
There we go.
Disconnect. Met report time 1950 Zulu. Expect ILS approach runway 26 left, runways in use 26 left.
26 left.
Transition level 70. Wind 3.
Delta Oscar, proceed direct Jogger. Juliet Oscar, Golf Alpha.
Light rain cloud.
Direct Jogger, Delta Oscar, danke. Okay, now we have to find that waypoint. It's probably here part of the arrival, or maybe it's on the final approach of 26 right. No, it's not, so we have to insert it. Doesn't help. So we go direct... No. Oh, this is very bad resolution here. So we do it this way. Okay, we have to go Zack. And then he said jogger. No. I'm not really... here, this way. I'm not really proficient enough with these. GPS units. I'm not really quick. Nor here, nor in the real world. So jogger, then we go execute, accept, direct. There we go. 58 miles. Where is that? Let's have a look. Jogger is over here. So it's probably part of the final approach. Are we going there or not? And we have one to go. My dear plane, are you going there or not? Something is not right, methinks.
Swiss 2 Alpha Mike, contact Rhein radar 128.075.
Yes, that was the 1000 to go.
128.075.
Call, yeah.
Swiss Alpha Mike, have a nice
Hey,
evening.
Martin.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Yeah, now it's turning, finally. Huh? But I have the feeling that this waypoint is for the right... Yeah, okay, now that seems better, yeah. Okay, so jogger seems to be just past here, Luxembourg. We better have a look at the charts again and verify this point. So we have Kozam and... Oh, that's the wrong chart, that's why. Ah, yeah, jogger. You see. So what I will do now is... wrong button. So we now select procedure. Select approach. No, we don't do no arrival, just approach. And we take the ILS 26 left. Yeah. Enter. And via jogger. That's it. Load. There we go. And now we probably have to clean up here, you see, this whole thing. So we want to go to this point direct. I hope it will do it correctly. No. No, it didn't do it. So the question is, how will I be able to get that plane to actually get rid of all these points? Don't tell me I have 9. I always have that. So we have to go clear. Yes. Clear. Yes. Clear. Yes. Clear. Yes. Clear. Yes. Clear. Yes. No, wrong. Wrong button.
Thoroughbred radar, good evening. EZ36 Tango is flight level 330.
So that could be the right one.
Delta,
Yeah,
Bravo,
I think we got it.
463. No SID and no star.
Yeah.
EZ36 Tango, Bremen, hello, identified. Maintain actually descent flight level 310.
Well, we're not far, so we need to actually start our approach briefing. So, that was the wrong one. So jogger at 5,000 feet. Then we descend 4,000 feet and then 3,000 feet. Tarkor is the final approach point, 3,000 feet. It's a 3-degree glide slope. There's a locator middle marker. Puppy, minimum 670 feet. RVR required 550. Missed approach, climb on 263 from the Schkeuditz MDB to 1.8 DME of Lima Lima Delta, Schkeuditz South DME station, 100 feet, whichever is later, then turn left on radio 092 of Gotham outbound to DME 51.5. Then turn left, oh my god, radio 308 from Dresden to 36, it's complicated. Then turn left to jogger, climb 5,000 feet. So 5,000 feet straight ahead, DME 1.8, turn left, basically intercept 092 outbound. My god. This is complicated. Okay. I'm just not happy with having all these other waypoints that we got rid of. So that's why I rather wanna get rid of them. I know. I had this little magenta arrow here pointing to that waypoint before, but I don't trust that thing. So we have 63 miles to go. Yeah, we should ask for descent in about 10 miles. Let's do an F setting. So the ILS 10.3. You have that?
Indicate airspeed 287 knots.
Speed 250 knots, please.
And Gotham is 1525. We take that for missed approach.
Level 280 for now and the speed 280 knots or greater. Descend flight level 280
And
speed
here
280
we will
knots or
have
greater.
the Schkeuditz DME. It's 1215, isn't it? Probably not. Oh, 1215. Yeah, at least something I got right today. 1215 and we take the VOR. Do we have a DME here already? No. Select number 2. No. Number 2, yeah, there we go. 53 DME. So then we should ask for descent. Delta Oscar request descent.
Delta Oscar descent flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, Delta Oscar. So level 80 is sent. Then we have to go. This is such a bad design to have the autopilot control panel there.
Flight level 130 at Kirax.
But as well, it's the same on the older Citation jets. So alt select armed. And now we have to go probably vertical speed down. And then we have to alt select is armed. It's fine. Let's have a look. Our ground speed is somewhere on the screen. Can you see it? I can't. Where's our ground speed? Please. Okay, let's make it 240. So 240 by 6 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So we need vertical speed 1200. Wow, spot on. And this was just by chance.
Descend flight level 130, EV3600.
No, it's not. But still, in a real cockpit, you want to have the autopilot flight control. You know, the flight guidance panel. You want to have it here, so both pilots have easy access to it and can see when the other one is manipulating something there. Huh? That's why it's there, basically. More modern aircraft. Of course, I know they had kind of space constraints in this aircraft when it was constructed in the 1960s, 50s, I don't know, when it was certified. It's a different thing. Let's continue our thing here. Oh, no, pushed the wrong button! So Schkeuditz NDB 357. And we need to set our approach course. That's 263.
1.62 Tango Delta, request descent and 1 minute out of cockpit, please. 1.62 Tango Delta, descent, flight level 120 and report back, please.
The thing is,
report back, 1.62 Tango Delta.
we can't see it here because we are not in the nav mode, but we are in GPS mode. So what we do is the following. I will go heading sync, heading mode, CDI, and now the course is here. So we need to change that to 263. Somehow. Ah, come on. Come on. This is so unergonomic. It's shocking. Of course, in a real cockpit... Hey Costa. In a real cockpit, of course, it's much easier to manipulate all these things because it's just you look like this and then you have your hands. It's much easier than here with a bloody single-handed mouse. Different worlds. Huh? And we have to go back to CDI to GPS mode and we select again nav. And we should have GPS green, vertical speed green. That's cool. Let's check our distance. We have 40 miles, so 40 times 3 is...
Good night, Lufthansa
we should be 12,000 feet, and we are at 12,000 feet, so we are on the correct descent profile. We're doing fine. Ah, yeah, there we go. Ground speed 239. So, just by chance, it's the ground speed that we kind of expected or guessed.
No, point 6 to Tango Delta's back.
6 to Tango Delta, welcome back. Jetzt Kilo Lima Foxtrot 25 left transition.
Then it's time to
Kilo Lima Foxtrot 25 left transition. Point 6
belt
to
the
Tango
people,
Delta.
and we need to select ADF. Probably it's ADF1, huh? Because this plane has only one ADF tuning head.
Was it for Beauty 313?
Beauty 313, firm contact arrival 126, 425, schönen Abend.
126 ist mit 425, Beauty 313, danke dir, schönen Abend, ciao.
Yeah, ADF1. Let's see if we will see anything. So, and as well, there was a way to set the decision height. But I forgot already. It's somewhere here, isn't it? Volume. Where is the decision height button? Damn it. Can you help me? I had asked for it on the support forums of this plane and they told me and I found it, but in the meantime I forgot again. Damn it!
Delta Oscar, this altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Hey Hetman, no, I can't show you view on navigation because... Oh, please again.
Delta Oscar, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1005, and expect ILS approach runway 26 left.
Descent 4,000 feet, 1005, and we have information Foxtrot, Delta Oscar for 26 left. Okay, landing lights on.
Delta Oscar information Golf is not close.
Okay. 1005 set. 4,000 feet set. Approach checklist completed. No, this is not Air4 Labs. This is this Freeware project. Basically, it's a modification of the standard laminar research Kingair. How are we doing? We are 30 miles and 8,000 feet, so we're a little bit below the profile, so I will pull up the nose a little bit. We don't want to descend that much. And I need to find again where to set the decision height or altitude. Where was that button? Oh my god. It was somewhere here. Oh, prop sync, actually, we never switched it on. It was somewhere here. It's a bit stupid, huh? To know when you don't know where you select.
Delta Oscar, turn right, heading 230, cleared ILS approach runway 26 left.
Heading 230, cleared ILS approach runway 26 left. Delta Oscar. Okay, then heading sync, we go to heading mode. And now we have to select heading 230. There we go. Zack.
So 855, contact Rhein, radar 128.075, goodbye.
Oops.
128.075, bye bye.
We switch CDI to nav. And we have to select this to... It's really annoying. Here we go to HSI mode. But I guess we're still too far away. We can't receive the ILS yet. we will only when we get to about 20 dm here. So we have to wait. Glide slope is there already, but no localizer yet. So where's that bloody position, altitude, knob, switch, whatever you want to call it. But I could go back to the forums and look at the answer that I got back in the days. It's the, genau, the C90B Evo, the Young Pioneer Costa. Okay, I think I found it. Oh, I found it, yeah. Haha. I found the forum post again. Oh, we have to... Okay, now we have localizer reception and we need to arm the approach mode. And we do that here. Approach mode armed. So we have lock and glide slope armed. While we set the minimum precision height. And the switch is here. Look at this small thing here. It's crazy. Huh? There we go. 60 we have now, but we need 200.
162 Tango Delta, contact within arrival 126, decimal 425, goodbye.
This is not very ergonomic. And basically, when you do this stuff, you're flying blind. Huh? 226, that was too far. 192, so I need 8 clicks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 208. Now, there we go. Precision height 200. And the weather here is, yeah, well, let's call it wet. Yeah, we never finished writing down the ATism.
Information hotel. Out.
Hotel already. I hope it's a Hilton or Marriott.
Leipzig Halle Information Hotel.
Leipzig Halle.
Met report time 2020 Zulu. Expect ILS approach runway 26 left, runways in use 26 left.
So any moment the localizer. There we go, yep.
Wind 300,
Lock
degrees
green.
11 knots. Visibility 8 kilometers, no significant clouds. Temperature 14, dew point 13 QNH 1005 hectopascals. Trend temporary. Visibility 4,000 meters, light rain clouds. Broken 1,200 feet, Information Hotel.
Okay, it's not too bad the weather.
Leipzig out.
Cool. Established approach, Delta, Delta Oscar.
Delta Oscar, contact Leipzig Tower 121, decimal 1, schön an.
Oh, der ist noch da, ich bin begeistert. 1211, Delta, Delta Oscar, tschüss.
Na klar, ihr habt doch gewartet.
Yeah. Leipzig Tower, guten Abend, Delta, Delta Oscar, ILS 26 left. Let's slow down.
Delta Oscar, Leipzig Tower, hallo, wind 300 11 knots, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Runway 26 left, clear to land, Delta, Delta Oscar. Yeah, of course, if you have some real hardware in front of you, it's much easier. So, glide slope is captured, we can set the altitude select for missed approach, 5,000 feet in case of, straight ahead, 1.8 dm, left turn, interceptor 092 outbound. And as well, yeah, we got the ADF needle in the meantime as well. Let me quickly synchronize the heading buck, just in case. We have 8 miles to go. Let's keep slowing down a little bit. Something we haven't looked at yet is the taxi after landing, but it's rather easy here. So we are landing here, 26 left, we're landing this way, and then we will probably vacate Hotel 5, or at the end Hotel 1, probably Hotel 5, and then we taxi here via November and the GA terminals here. They usually park us here or there. We shall see. He will tell us what to do. We are at 5.7 dmi. Okay, I go to idle. We really want to slow down now. I said slow down. We could drop the gear. I don't know what is the gear's limit speed here in this plane? Is it written anywhere? No. Damn it. This is going to be close, but we will make it. Right. I dropped the gear. We need to slow down really. Because we have to wait here for the white arc before we can deploy some flaps. But now it's really going fast. That gear is creating a lot of drag, that's good. So, flaps 1. And flaps down. I must not forget to add some power, because this is not, we don't have auto throttle here, and we go autopilot off. Oops. And we try to land this plane without making too much, causing too much damage.
500.
Yeah, I don't know if this is thunder or just noise from the gear that is being simulated. Maybe I was too fast when I lowered the gear and the wind blew away some parts of the gear. I don't know. Yeah, middle marker, there we go. That's the locator middle marker. The ADF needle just spun around.
200.
It's not bumpy. The turbulence you see is absolutely self-induced by me. I'm doing a bit of oversteering here. I have to really break that cycle.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Idle. Blah. It wasn't great. And we go to beta mode. With beta mode, you don't even have to hit the brakes at all. Those props, they brake really well.
Delta Oscar, welcome to Leipzig. Vacate right, taxi to GAT via Hotel 5, November and Mike.
Vacate right. Taxi GAT via Hotel and November 5. Delta Oscar.
Negative via Hotel 5, November and Mike.
Ach, Hotel 5, November and Mike, danke. Hotel 5. Hotel and November 5. It's all the same, isn't it? Okay, Hotel 5. I will stop and we have a look at the charts. We don't want to mess it up. Okay, landing lights, strobe lights. Flaps up. So we just stop here. And we have a look at the charts. So, ground chart, my friend, where are you? You are the wrong way around, aren't you? No, you're not. So that's the wrong side of the terminal. Ah, here. November and Mike. Ah, yeah, okay. At the beginning. So first left, Hotel 5 is down here, November, and then Mike. Okay, all cool. Park brake released. Yes, my engines didn't fail this flight. I had a few flights with this plane where the engines, they just died. And it turned out that I had an incorrect fuel tank pump transfer switch configuration, and they just starved of fuel and died. That was a bit embarrassing. Yeah, I could have pumped as much. No, the tank was full. The tanks had enough fuel. The main tanks, but not the nacelle tanks. Because apparently they take fuel from there, the engines. Something like this. Or the other way around, I don't know. I don't remember. Yes, yeah. This beta mode is really noisy. So let's go to a different setting of the beta mode and we accelerate. Yeehaw. But I like this plane, it's fun to fly. Or turboprops in general are fun to fly. So is this Mike already here? Yeah, Mike here. We turn right. Well, yeah, more or less. In beta mode, the engine goes, or the gas generator. The gas generator goes to a constant fuel flow. So the N2 goes at a constant fuel flow and thus at a constant output. And you control your speed through the power levers. Not anymore by adding more fuel and more power on in the gas generator or generators, because there are two engines, but you control directly the blade angle. While when you're outside the beta mode, in normal mode, with your power levers, you control the fuel flow and thus the power setting of the engine, and the blade angles will be controlled by the prop governor. Huh? That's why that's why I find these turboprop aircraft quite interesting. No. We have on the turboprop. No, we have the beta mode, and as well we have reverse. These are two different things. I'll show you in a moment. We have a look at the throttle quadrant. Look, there's some other planes, but we park here. Yep. Probably Fabio will have some more information to that next time. Next time he flies the TBM, tell him, hey, Andreas said there was something about the beta mode and so on. Tell us the truth. So basically, at the moment, I'm not hitting the brakes. Huh? I'm only controlling the speed by going back and forth with the with my throttles here, with my levers. All right. I just found a sweet spot. So we need to find the park brake. So park brake set. Isn't there as well a dome light? Oh yeah, no, there we go. Here, park brake. Alright, you see? Oh no, that was the wrong view. I don't know how well you can see that now. Is it okay? So these two guys here, you see here, between these two white lines, this is the beta mode. And reverse is below here. So actually we can go to reverse. You see? And now when I add, now this is reverse mode now. This is reverse. And this is the beta mode. high pitch, low pitch. And these are the prop, the RPM levers, and these are the condition levers. Alright, let's shut down this thing. We need to do something for that. We should probably switch off the taxi light. And then we go out of beta. We are in beta, and now we bring our transponder goes to standby actually. And these guys go back to feather, like a feather. Prop sync off maybe. So now here the prop RPM is coming down. Yeah, my times on turboprop aircraft are a long time ago. I did only a year and a half on a Saab 340, on our Saab 340B, the B model fleet, and that was from 1999 to 2000 something, before I transitioned to the jets, and since then I've only flown jets for work. And now we can go back here with the condition levers to low idle. We go to low idle, and then we go off, cut off, cut off. Then maybe we should switch off all these bloody fuel pumps. Off, off. We can switch off the beacon, fasten belts, and ignition. And we can select ground power, external power on. There we go. Cool. This was it. That was our little flight. Oh, we need lights in the cabin. Isn't it here? There we go. And then we can open the door and kick them out. Pay your bill when you get home, please. Yeah, it's very dark, you know. Let's change that. There we go. I like this plane. It's fun to fly. Yeah, there's a little bar apparently. Huh? Although the bar is closed due to Corona. Yeah. Well, depending on the country. So last week, I did night stops in Spain twice. We stayed in Alicante one night, we stayed in Palma de Mallorca one night, and basically it was almost business as usual there. So in the evenings, the restaurants and bars were open. Of course, there was some kind of still distancing and so on, and as well. The funny thing is, in Spain, you need to wear a mask even when you walk outside in fresh air, on the beach, on the boardwalk. You have to wear a bloody mask. But when you sit down in a restaurant, you can take it off. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Of course, when I sit down in a restaurant as well, I don't want to wear a mask because I want to eat and drink without spoiling the mask. And so that's a bit strange that you need to wear a mask outside, because we all know when you're outside fresh air and you're not yes, of course, as well here in Germany as well, when you walk outside, vaccinated or not, you don't need to wear a mask. You don't, because there's enough fresh air. The chances that you will pick up the virus or you will pass it on to somebody else, they are minimal, non-existent almost. And as well, there is no real proven how to say that without sounding stupid. Well, there's not enough proof, I think, or from what I read, that as well there have been mass infections by people sitting in a restaurant and having a meal. Of course, you don't talk to the waiter like this. Probably when the waiter comes to your table, maybe you put the mask on to talk to the waiter or the waitress. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. But DB, this is only true for areas that have an incidence of 100 or greater, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Putting the mask back on when the waiter comes, this is very considerate by you. I like that. Cool. Cool stuff. Very cool. As well, it depends on the circumstances. Last week in Spain, we were sitting outside having our dinner at a table. So there we didn't put on the mask because we were outside. There was fresh air. There was wind. It was fine. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Why not? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know Daniel, I have to say thank you. I didn't know that now as well we had to wear masks in the CDB, the central CBD, Central Business District of cities. I didn't know that. Yeah. At least still when we go shopping here in the grocery. But basically here in Germany everything is closed except for groceries and bakeries, and I think you can go to you can see your hairdresser to have some snip. In certain places you can only visit or do business after having done a quick test. Yeah, so yeah. So every country is doing its own little thing. So basically, last week we had one night in Alicante. We had a nice dinner out. We ate way too much. We went to Palma. We arrived in the evening late, like 9-10 o'clock, so we didn't go out anymore for anything. So I can't say what was there. No, restaurants were open. Actually, the funny thing was driving along the how do you want to call it? The beachfront. No, it's not beach. Our hotel is at the harbor at the city of Palma de Mallorca, and basically you have a boulevard and there are lots of restaurants, and there were like 5-6 Indian restaurants that were open. All the others were closed. Well, not all, but most other restaurants were closed. That's what I remember. That's what I saw. Like Maharaja Hotel restaurant and the Thai Taj Mahal restaurant and whatever they were called, Jaipur. They were all open. But at the hotel, luckily, there was a normal or almost normal breakfast buffet. That was good. I liked that. Very good. And then the next day we flew around Europe, and we ended up night stopping in Berlin, where we just departed from. Yeah, exactly. Indian food in Spain. Yeah. But depending on the place, there is quite a bit of demand, apparently. Otherwise, there wouldn't be 5 Indian restaurants in Palma de Mallorca. They wouldn't exist if there was not some kind of demand, or if there wasn't a market as well. It surprised me too. So in Berlin, yeah, as well, we didn't go out because we arrived in the afternoon, but yeah, as well, you have to wear FFP2 masks there, even in the hotel, officially. Yeah. Yep. Oh, no. There, we had in the past few years, 5-10 years, we had lots of tourists from India, because as well, India has had a significantly growing middle class that was able, or probably still is able, to afford journeys. They all want to come to Europe and to the US and whatever to see what's going on there, to see our way of whatever life, culture, the buildings, historic buildings. Yeah. So Berlin. Actually, I met a VATSIM friend in Berlin. Came for a beer. That was legal because we were only 2 households, 1 person each. That was legal. And then we had 2 nights in Zurich in the hotel. Yeah, well, didn't go out there because the weather was was rainy and windy and not nice. No. So had some nice dinner there. Was good food. Yeah. And in the hotel there, they have the restaurant inside the hotel was open in the evenings and as well for breakfast in the mornings. yeah. Otherwise, as well, they had room service. Yeah, that was cool. So I hope that soon all these restrictions will ease with the progress of vaccinations. In Germany, we are now at what? I think 30% of the population has had their first shot, and like 6, 7, 8% have had their second shot already. But I just read there's another shortfall of supplies coming up now this month, at least for the mRNA type of vaccines. Because I don't want to have AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson. I don't want to have a vector based vaccine. No, I want an mRNA. So I either want to have the BioNTech Pfizer, especially when you get the BioNTech Pfizer vaccine as well, they give you the blue pill to take home. No, they don't. No, they don't. And as well, the other one, I think, Moderna. Moderna is the other mRNA. Yeah. Yeah, as well, today as well, I read that in the US, the demand is starting to fall off in the States, yeah. And of course they say, well, it's because all the Republicans and blah, 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 they don't want to, yeah. Yeah, well, it's to be expected that you have some symptoms, or some stuff going on there. Oops. Anything else we forgot to do here? Fuel press, blah, 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 blah. That's all cool, yeah. Well, we can shut down this stuff here. External power and battery off. Okay. Ja. Okay, Daniel, gute Nacht. Bis bald mal wieder. Ich gehe Donnerstag wieder fliegen, bin dann also weg. Ob ich morgen was mache, weiß ich nicht. Maybe, baby. Alright guys, it is 11 p.m. here already, oh dear. So I will shut down the stream now slowly. I thank you very much for watching and for chatting. It was fun. And probably see you then tomorrow on Fabio's channel or on Discord. Yeah, well, take care. See you next time with Captain Fox.